Humans want to change and evolve, but yet there are so many things they do not want to see. The things that lay bare in the shadowy, the depths, in the mouth of the things that shapes and sways fear, deep in the bones from the justices prescribed by these victors. The thing is that you do, the wisdom is that the wisdom is the knowledge is that shapes the stage has been staged by those who won the wars, the perspectives sedimented as truth. Don't get me wrong. This is the macrocosmic order. But to avoid sounding too cryptic, I rely on the microscopic evaluation of the microcosmic tendencies, structural dilemmas inherited, the fear of things not understood or comprehended. I stop, I pause here, I talk of myself. There are things I do not want to understand, like Saturn's kernel-like structure, silent tenderness, soft clarity. I thrive in chaos. I see in chaos. Right, okay, so yeah. So it's been really interesting exploring the things that I have done in non-sober Mary Jane influenced moments, being sober apart from Mary Jane, because I understand that perceptionary is a very, very bendy thing, and people who have not been in altered states, let's say, apart from altered states of, things like Mary Jane and the likes, but altered states of I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna record on this in the moment. For example, my queerness, let's just say, because that's easily accessible. This is an altered state because it contributes to identity defragmentations, and people who have been, again, one of those easily accessible things like neurodivergent, when you first get diagnosed or whatever, you confront your identity, right? All the whatever things that make you confront your identity, whether it's psychically, or I don't know, whatever kind of experience is fuck. Where are my words? Okay. Yeah, so this is kind of new to me. I mean, it's not really new to me. Okay, whatever. Just gonna go in all over the place. Whatever. This thing that is happening right now is essentially one of the things that I do like to observe. The different states of mind in which, flow can be very effective, and the states of mind where flow is ineffective. For example, if there was chaos, utter chaos, I'd probably flow way better. But then I can access things in the disjointedness. Anyway, my point is, wanting to render perspective or perception and try to amalgamate perception will require the ability to see in many different perceptions myself, for example, in sober states and non-sober states, and understanding all the different ways in which identity fragments and dissolves itself. identity of, socio-political culture, whatever, an identity of psycho-spiritual, whatever. Because standing from one place, one recognizes that the others standing from other perceptionary spaces might be difficult for them to be able to see. They might think, what the fuck is going on with this one? You know what I mean? So I think it's very, very important to be able to switch between these spaces and evaluate myself from the perspective of somebody who might not perhaps comprehend, and see how to be able to translate by exploring all the different things. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know what kind of flow I'm flowing in. This was just kind of like a spontaneous thing. But yeah, people are kind of afraid. We want to change, we want to evolve or whatever. But there are places that we don't want to tap into because, they're kind of like obscure and kind of like scary and stuff. And obviously, this is me again projecting other people's perspectives or my own deep down perspectives. Some things are kind of scary because we've been taught that they're scary, and because you don't really fit into the structure when you're doing some things, facilitated by guilt and shame and the lack of ability to admit to some things. Some people from some cultures, some things are more acceptable than others. Categorizations of harm are attributed to things that exist within beings, and in order to be able to understand the whole variety and variations of being, one must be able to put oneself in several different positions, like a contortionist or a chameleon. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? So it's been really interesting. And I did ask myself, oh my God, do I want to say this? Do I want to say that? But I do consider myself to be philosophically inclined. I think that philosophy is something that belongs to our soul, right? It's just the gnosis of gnosis, the knowing of knowing, knowing from within one's own self, as opposed to the things that have been, again, Victor's justice. And I think every individual has, there's an ocean of vibrant consciousness, like what that guy said, David Lynch, I guess. Yeah, within us all, and all of us in our subjective perceptionary experiences, with all the different variables that accumulate into the being that we are. Very, 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 very important for a person to logos diagnosis. You know what I mean? Logos, not specifically words, but the nuance of the subjective qualic experience as the logos, as the word being. I'm going around in circles now. Word being not word per se, but word being the word as in the command, as in the externalization of the momentum and the qualification of will within that being. I conclude again and I say that there are things that we want to know, we want to grow from, but there are things that stop us. For example, me, myself, being stopped from, the calm waters, because the calm waters make no sense to me, but I also have to sort of try somewhat to be there to see from the perspective of what the calm waters, what people see there, or the lack thereof of seeing, whatever, to be able to bring things into spaces that I do not always inhabit. Yeah, shape-shifting to translate things, because I would wish to translate perception into whatever symbolic motions or whatever. I don't know. Perhaps it's only a thought for now. Perhaps this thought will leave me. Perhaps this is only the momentum and the cascade to whatever it is that my soul desires to do. And I did think, fuck, you're posting so fucking much. You know what I mean? But in the end of the day, I'd rather do it than not do it, documenting the process, and it doesn't matter whether it's liked or not. To be honest, I do kind of want it to be, but it doesn't matter anyway. It's about me.